Hey y'all, it's Betsy with Happily Ever After Etc. and welcome back to another garden tour. So it is currently April, which I know for a lot of the gardening world is the beginning of spring. You may just now be starting to plant things out in your garden. Things are waking up, the snow and the freezing temperatures are leaving, but down here, Alabama, Zone 9B, spring is pretty much sprung. We've had summer annuals in the ground for a hot minute, and a lot of my things like my iris and my foxglove have been blooming for a little bit now, but it has been crazy here. And while there are lots of gardening videos coming out for y'all that I've been filming, I'm just now getting to things like mulching, and I just haven't had a lot of time to do a full garden tour. But the roses are blooming. The foxgloves are starting to bloom, zinnias are going, petunias are going, coneflowers are starting to set buds, my clematis is blooming, Piggy Martin rose is blooming. So many of my roses are in full bloom. So I did do a completely separate rose video for you so you could see those in all of their glory. But we're gonna just go around and take a peek at what's blooming in the garden today, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started by the arbor. All right, y'all, as always, I'm still working on my path, but hopefully soon it will be done. The arbor, however, is finally in. Did get it planted in a recent video. Some pretty lobelia and a TRS Supertunia and the prettiest Josephine clematis that has already grown since that video all the way up the arbor. Cannot wait to see those blooms covering the entire surface. I've also added a bit more lobelia here. Apparently, this one decided he hated life, but that's okay. We also, spider, did a rose tour because last week, y'all, all of my roses, my rose standards, my David Austins, this is Emily Bronte, were in full bloom. Little hydrangea starting to bloom. I am so close to finishing the mulch. I have to finish this shed area with these bags. But I think we're pretty much done in the garden. Did get our arborvitaes in their pots. And I've gotten a few new roses since the rose tour. This one, which is called Blue Girl. Love her. I cannot wait. I wanted some different colors. I have so many pinks. So this one is like a light bluish lavender. And then I just got these three. So these will be planted soon. Fun in the Sun, which is a yellow peachy pink. Ebb Tide, which is a beautiful purple. And this beautiful raspberry yellow called Dick Clark. So we will be planting those soon. But if you come down the path from the trellis, both of my rose standards are doing fabulous. The sage, and my pink chiffon rose of Sharon's. But y'all, look at everything over on this side, because this is where all the pretty things are right now. My mums are just starting to show out here in Zone 9B. We get 2 shows of mums. First at the beginning of summer and then again in fall. After they bloom now, we will cut them back and then they will bloom for us again in the fall. But you can see that quite a few of my foxgloves peeking through there, starting to grow from last year. There's another one. Also my verbena. The verbena is always the first thing in the garden for spring. Did plant some little alliums. These are proven winners serendipity, and y'all, they have been doing so good here. They are blooming like crazy and keeping their color. I am loving them. That foxglove in the background, and you can see we have comb flowers, we have foxglove all throughout here, so it's going to be beautiful. Butterfly bush and mums down here are just starting to get going, but it is time for the oak leaf hydrangea to show out. And I can never come up with what is the best angle to show you her full glory, because y'all, we literally started her from a tiny stick. A tiny stick. She was just a tiny volunteer from mom's yard that we brought over, and now she is all of this. And we are going to have so many more suckers. I'm gonna have to start giving some away. Laura Pedlum. And then we have blueberry bushes, which are starting to blueberry. A Supertunia bubblegum coming back from last year. My El Nino how do you say it? Chapalta? I don't know. I love her. Look how beautiful she is from last year. I hope she blooms. My, not ballet slippers. Yeah, ballet slippers. She was supposed to be Candy Crush. She's ballet slippers. Hibiscus. Pink chiffon. Supertunia, coming back from last year. The raised beds. This is where most of that mulch is going to go. You can see lost a bunch, mainly blowing the leaves out. We're just getting started here. Had a bunch of zinnias and cosmos reseed themselves. I need to come cut them back so they bush out. But they are beautiful. You can see I had a bunch of the cosmos reseed in the mulch. So I've been waiting until they got a bit bigger. I already did one round that I transplanted from here back in the bed. There's some bunch of weeds in here too. Raised beds are going to be next week's project. But then I've been waiting. I'm going to transplant the last couple. I think we'll make it back in the bed, and then we'll clear the rest of these. But the wind goes this way. So instead of staying in the bed, you can even see the zinnias in this bed. All my seeds go this way. Is what it is. But here are a few of the things down here. My Queen of Sweden, David Austin Rose, has already bloomed out. A few hanging baskets that need dead-headed but still have pretty white petunias. Pretty, pretty, pretty. My knockout rose is getting done. My pink chiffon hibiscus starting to really leaf out for the summer. This mum is about to pop. My shrimp plant. I got this because she was suffering on sale. I just planted her. I might need to cut off some of those funky blooms, but you can see she's putting out new ones, so she is doing well. My Jane Magnolia tulip tree did give me some tulip flowers this spring. And my beauty bush tried very hard to die. Turns out her water was like outside the pot. But I got it in time, and while we did lose the first round of leaves, she is still pushing green. So she is still alive. We saved her. Speaking of our little lime punch hydrangeas that we planted for my birthday last year that my brother got me. This one lost a whole arm. But she's still alive. She's still growing. So we're going to keep her. Unlike this one, this was the best of the three. Planted her right up front. Completely dead. Sticks. So I did have to go get a replacement for this baby because she was just dead, which stinks. But this one is a beautiful replacement and should be fine. And we do have some tomatoes growing. We still have a bunch of things to put in the raised beds for flowers, but like I said, raised beds are next week. We've only done the tomatoes, bit of zinnias, bit of cosmos because they've self-seeded, and I did plant my dahlias, which I'm starting to think did not overwinter well because I think that's a potato. I'm not seeing any green, but we'll see. We will see. The shed is looking pretty with the petunias on either side. And my mums, you could see this mum did better. But I put some calibrachoas and some more lobelia in with them. And now they are fuller pots. And the calibrachoas have literally just exploded. They're doing so well. They do great in pots. So I'm very happy with them. They look fabulous. And hopefully this mum will re-catch up. I did plant a bubble gum here on either side, so hopefully we'll have even more pink. That is the main goal after all. Here's a knockout rose that's doing well. This one always does the best of all my knockouts. I'll have to deadhead her soon. And Peggy, if you caught my rose tour last week, she was 100% glorious, and she still is, and she still will have more buds and more blooms. But y'all, last week, this set of pots is looking okay, but needs some more eucalyptus because mine looks funky. And my beautiful standard Limelight Prime Hydrangea decided not to come back, so I'm going to have to replace him. But my candy cane rose, still looking beautiful. And this is a Panama rose bush that I just got with the shrimp plant. I love her. She is a type of penta bush is what they call her, but she is her own flower. She is not a penta. She is not a rose. I'm excited to see how she does. She's supposed to bloom all summer and be a huge butterfly and hummingbird attractor. So cross your fingers. But on the other side here, my lantana's coming back. My purple pillar rose of Sharon is coming back. Oh, and look, y'all, buds. First buds of the season. I'm so happy to see you. She bloomed all year last summer, like the entire season. Got a little blue morning glory vine that's doing really well. I got this super cute little tiny trellis at an estate sale. I think I might need to put something else in the pot to kind of trail over the side, but we'll see. We will see. On the other hand, this stock tank still needs love, but my Mandevilla vines are starting to vine. And I think I need to reposition this Hummingbird Falls because that's a terrible place for her, but that's okay. Moving into the sun, and my cone flowers are starting to cone. My bee balm is struggling. What the heck? And okay, we're going to have to get some water assessed over here because I just planted this salvia and this bee balm, and apparently they are not getting enough water because I planted them 2 days ago and they are really on the struggle bus. But cone flowers, doing well. Small bee balm, doing well. Gara, doing well. I'll pop an individual emitter to both of those plants so they get more water, and I'm sure they'll be fine. salvia. These are the unplugged pink salvia from Proven Winners, coming back for the third year, which is insane. Also, these little fan flowers are doing so good. I planted 3. They are scavolas. I planted some last year down further in the shade, and they all died. They did terrible. But they said they'd like more sun, so we've moved them. Cross your fingers, because so far they're doing amazing. And speaking of amazing, my watermelon, double watermelon, coneflower, love of my life, with the fuzzy tops that my mom bought me last year, has so many buds on it and is so much bigger, and I am so happy. Speaking of buds, my bloomstruck has buds all over. I don't remember you having buds even yesterday, my love. Look at this. This is Bloomstruck by Endless Summer, and she is beautiful. This one is 4 years old, and I get glorious mop head hydrangea blooms on her every summer. Speaking of glorious, the foxgloves that I grew from seed last year are killing life. This is their second year, and then I did add 1, 2, 3 new ones. They are also doing really well, but y'all, look how many have bloom stalks coming up. This is going to be foxglove heaven in like a week. More of the Supertunia tiara pink. I got 18 of those this year, and I gave Mom 9, so that's still a lot. I cannot wait. They are doing so good. My yarrow is also coming back and starting to bloom. She grew like crazy last year. She never bloomed. So first blooms. I'm very excited. Oh, and then we have the other end of the tree. This is my non-invasive wisteria going all the way up my tree. This is her 3rd year, and she just doesn't want to bloom. So I don't know if she needs more fertilizer or something else, but for all of the growth we have here, literally 3 or 4 blooms a year. But that brings us back to the other side here. And while you can see even more foxglove blooms starting on the other side, we might have to just do a foxglove tour this year. On the other side of the verbena, I did try this Agasteki this year. I've never grown this before, but it looked so fun, like little blue puffballs. And it's a bedding plant, so I just got a few 4-packs. I'm hoping they grow all together. They've already gotten a lot bigger. I do have a bit of empty space here, but may add some more, may add something else. More foxgloves, getting ready to foxglove. My one balloon flower getting ready to balloon flower. Another little bubble gum. A few of my daylilies coming back from last year. And then the front. I love how this is showing up this year. I have struggled with this swoop every single year. See how she does in the heat of summer, but y'all, zinnias typically just see the heat and keep rolling. So cross your fingers, because these are glorious. They are already huge. The bacopa is doing really well. Look at my little fairy that I just got at an estate sale. She's kind of on the struggle bus, but I love her. The bacopa is beautiful, but you can see like I'll have lots of flowers and then lots of buds on the next one. I want them to all be flowering all the time and grow together. On the other hand, my Misty, that's the little one, Blue Spires Salvia, is already starting to bloom, which is amazing. I have 3 coming back from last year, 3 that I just put in. The 3 that I just put in are blooming. 3 from last year are starting, except for this one, who is, for some reason, smaller than his brothers. But he's still alive. We have another bubble gum. Ooh, another foxglove. Another foxglove. Hi, baby. And finally, my sweet alyssum that I've been trying to grow off this wall for the last couple years. It's finally doing what I want it to do, which is be little and white and adorable, and eventually spill off the side. If these are happy, they can get to be 2-3 feet wide and really spill. And so far, they're doing great. So I'm crossing my fingers. My river of pin cushions is also doing really well. And my lilies are coming up, which only leaves room for a little river that I want to do of ideally some Angelonia. But I haven't found it yet, so we've just been holding space. And if I don't find what I want, I'll find something else. I'm so happy about you. All right. We're back to the front of the garden. So right beyond my little fairy bird bath, I have my 2 lantana coming back. This one is huge compared to this one, but they're still coming back, which is huge. I will take anything that comes back and flowers reliably. My 2 mums. My 1 white coneflower is coming back, and you may notice I finally found a second to replace the one that died. I just planted her Saturday along with the salvia and bee balm that are struggling around the corner. She seems fine, so get water to those. My path needs a little help, but that's okay. We did plant up my front containers. We've got another little bacopa. This one says she's white, but y'all, she looks lavender to me. And that might just be because she's next to my pink and blue Diplodenia, which are beautiful, but really haven't done much since I planted them. Like, at all. But they're still buds. And I've heard that Diplodenia mandevilla kind of rust and then explode with growth in the heat of summer. So we might just have to live with them like this till July, and that's okay. On the other hand, this right here, look at that view. I am loving it this year. This is literally the best the garden's ever looked. You can see we put the rest of my tiara Supertunias in the window boxes. 1 tiara, then a bubble gum, and another tiara all the way down, flanked of course by silver falls, which this silver falls came back from last year. And last year she got so big she touched the ground, spilled all the way over. So I cannot wait. My twist and shout hydrangea is doing fabulous, but no buds yet. And I did notice this yesterday. I pulled all the pansies around here, but apparently one survived my wrath and is now fully blooming under the shade of her petunia sister. Go for it. Got another sweet alyssum. Got a little river of pin cushions through the verbena. My April night salvia. Blooming at the very end of April, but it is still April. More foxglove. Beautiful foxglove. Barbara Mitchell. Daylily with some kind of bug on it. A powwow coneflower. Now I planted these three coneflowers
the first summer in this house. So the little variety, not the tall ones. Same variety, planted same day. You can see they still come back. But this one just loves its life so much more than his sisters. We don't know why. Oh well. We also have a catmint nepeta here that has not bloomed for us, but she should be getting ready to. Now they're little silver falls. I planted all the silver falls last year after a trip to the botanical gardens in Sydney, Australia. They had it as ground cover. I loved it so much. I came home and I planted a bunch of ground cover. It did amazing, and it's coming back. So much of it is coming back. Some of my knockout roses are done, and you might notice right here, yet that's a bloom coming up. My agapanthus, finally. A few of my Shasta daisies. I had this whole area packed out with like 10 Shasta daisies last year. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 came back, but they are starting to bloom. And I replaced the ones that didn't come back with these cute little, blew my mind, morning glories from Proven Winners. They are so pretty, and I'm hoping they'll just carpet under the Lauren Pedlum. I'm constantly lemming up. And then we just planted a few straw flowers and some yarrow, where my poor little butterfly bush decided to die. That's okay. Here's what the knockouts are supposed to look like, with the bird bath and the whirling butterflies, white Gara behind it. And y'all, if you remember, we planted this white Gara last year, and I don't think she bloomed hardly at all. And this is her second year. Moms are huge. This is their third year. I cannot wait for them to just take up this whole back space. I think they're so pretty. My lantana is coming back beautifully. This is the purple trailing lantana, and it's intermingled with a bunch of these pretty pink daylilies. I just planted around the front swoop of the bird bath. More foxgloves. And then we come to the rest of the struggle bus, and I don't even know if these are going to make it. So I planted these on Saturday. They are sun patients. And for some reason, they are sun patiently dying. I have hand watered them the last 3 days. And maybe I need to come cut them back. But I don't know. They are really on the struggle bus. They were beautiful when I planted them. I really want them to live. Could go water them again, but y'all, Foxglove there is on the struggle bus. Some heuchera, these are not. My lupin, she's done blooming, but she's still alive. More foxgloves. My begonias are doing well. Lenten rose is doing well. And y'all, do you remember these begonias that we planted in containers so they can come in? Look how much bigger they've gotten. I am obsessed. And this hydrangea has blooms, which is crazy because I don't think she's bloomed in several years. And now she's got several blooms atop her long stem. I'll take it. A bunch of my peonies coming back. Foxtail ferns coming up. More silver falls from last year. Some lamium I just planted. And y'all, I am very happy with everything in the garden except the few things that I just planted in the heat of the week that are really struggling. So let's see if I can't baby them along. And hopefully they'll make it, because I will be very sad if they don't. All right, y'all, I hope you loved the April garden tour. This might be my favorite month of the year for the garden. There are still plenty of more fabulous months to come. Lots of big blooms. Things are still just waking up for summer. But I just love the roses and spring, the new growth. And while it is a mosquito hour, so I gotta go inside, I love the cooler temperatures. Summer's coming, and we hate her. We hate how hot she is. Bye, y'all.